So hi everyone, where are your cameras? I can only see 10, 15 guys. I want to see your beautiful faces. Yeah, great. So hi everyone. Why I'm getting my voice back? Where are your cameras? Just hold on. I can only see So today's we are going to start like how I will show you how to install Packet Tracer. Okay, which is like quite basic for few people because they have already joined my NRC batch. Yeah, recording is started, don't worry. Okay, don't come in classes to inform me every time. Okay, start recording. Live class is live class. Recording is recording. Right? चलो जी. तो, तो सभी लोग ईश्वर अल्लाह सभी को याद कर लो कि हमारा बैच अच्छा जाए. Okay, hopefully. So I'm sharing my screen and here we go. Okay, so what we are going to see. So we are going to install a software called Packet Tracer. So Packet Tracer is a software by Cisco. Okay, so Packet Tracer is a software by Cisco. So which can be used for practicals. Okay, or to understand the packets also, to understand the packet. Okay, what is going inside the packet. So how to install this software? Okay, so the recording is going on. Don't worry. You do not have to install right now. But if you feel like you are like faster enough to catch, then it's okay. So we will go to this skills for all. Okay. So go to this website, skills for all. If you want to do side by side, that's your choice. Is there anyone in the waiting zone? No. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. And by the way, just to inform you, whenever you feel like my voice is cracking and all, so please always use this website fast.com to check your internet speed. Okay. So if you have less than 10 MB or 8 MB, okay, so maybe you will get slightly delay. Okay, but it should be always like 4 MB plus speed so that, and currently, I think I have more speed. I don't know why I'm getting this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So fast.com. Okay. It is by Netflix. Okay. I know that you have a habit of using speed test, but do some change now. Okay. Skills for all. So go to this website. Okay. So click on that user icon and I'm sure all of you have Google ID. So you can click here, go sign in with Google. Okay. Because you do not have to remember password. Okay. So just click on Google and now sign in with your ID. Okay. Like this. So I already have here. Sign in with Google. Okay, so use your Gmail ID. Okay. So yeah. So now you can see here it is a website, and now you can go to some uh like course here. Maybe it is Packet Tracer. Yeah. So just look for here Packet Tracer, okay? Or you can search here, browse catalog, click on the catalog. आज slow चल रहा है क्या? हाँ. Okay, so then click on that resources, I think. Not resources. Course. Yeah, click on the course and now look for this course getting started with Packet Tracer. Okay. So it is a small course from Cisco how to use Packet Tracer. Okay, you do not have to complete all this thing because I'm going to help you to understand. Okay, so now you can see here, click on that resume course. So this is the best way to download a Packet Tracer. If you Google Packet Tracer download, maybe you will get the old version. But always, if you want to download the latest version, this is the best technique what I'm showing you today. Okay, so now you can see install Packet Tracer. So scroll down and now you will get this link, skills for, I will share this link directly with you all. Okay, means you should be logging in the website and then open this link. I'm sharing that link in your chat. And those who are not attending live classes, then type this. Okay, that's your. Okay, so now you can see Packet Tracer. I'm using Windows laptop today. Okay, so Packet Tracer 8.2.1. Okay, so it started downloading and already I think I have the Packet Tracer. So just install this software, guys. Okay, so I'm just showing you how to download. I have already installed Packet Tracer. Okay, and this is the first thing. What do you see when you open a Packet Tracer? Okay, so when you install, you will see Cisco Packet Tracer, and it will ask you login also, and you have to use the same login what you used there. Okay, so sign in with Google. So when you install Packet Tracer, so Packet Tracer will also install, also ask for the login. Okay, so now this is the software, and let me give you a brief of 5 minutes for Packet Tracer. Okay, जिनको आज की क्लास बेसिक लग रही है वो जा सकते हैं. बट आज मैं बहुत सीक्रेट बताने वाला हूँ. Okay, so this window. Okay, so this window is called like workspace. Okay, workspace. Okay, so where we work. Okay, so practicals यहीं पे होते हैं. Okay, we do practicals here. Okay, and so there are two versions here. One is called logical. Okay, and one is called physical. So what is the difference? Let's understand. It will not come in exam, by the way. Do not write. It is just to understand. Okay, so logical, what is the difference? So suppose if I take so this is the shape of router. Can you see circle shape is a router? Okay, so this is a circle shape router. And this is a computer, laptop, server, right? So what all these devices are? End devices. Okay, you can see here. So we have network devices. Okay, so ये सबसे पहले icon है. The first icon is network devices. The second icon is end devices. And then there are some components. Okay, like it is not required for our content. Okay, that is for IoT, which is Internet of Things. Then these fourth icon is cable. Then this is like miscellaneous, like you can get wireless computer here, some extra folder. Okay, and these are some multi-user which I never used. Okay, so the first thing here, Okay, so these are called network devices. So what all network devices we have in the market today? Okay, so we have router. So this icon is router. Okay, so this icon is switch. Okay, so this icon is hub, HUB hub. Okay, and this is wireless. Okay, and this is a firewall. Okay, so normally these are the network devices. So what is router? Okay, so why we use this circle shape icon router? So this is a device which connect different LAN network. Okay, suppose you have computer A, computer B, computer C. Okay, and then there are some servers in another office. Okay, maybe in another building. Okay, so the routers connect with each other, and there are devices called switches. So computers connect with the switches. Okay, and so switch क्या करता है? What is switch? To connect multiple devices. To connect multiple devices. Okay, we use switch. Okay, to connect multiple devices क्या use करते हैं? Then we use switch. Okay, so hub क्या? What is hub now? Hub is also used to connect multiple devices. So watch my last introduction class to understand the difference switch and hub. Okay. So what is router? So router is connecting two different networks. Okay, like this is server 1, server 2. So then why we need this router? So this router is a device, okay, to connect a different network. To connect different networks, we use router. Okay, to connect different networks, we use router. To connect multiple computers, multiple servers, we use a device called switch. Okay, so let's try to create a small diagram today. Okay, let's create a company diagram. Okay, just we are guys, my voice is audible, right? Clear everything. Haren is saying his internet is poor, voice cracking. So please, you can check from your end. Yeah. So just so that everyone is okay. So just say yes, guys, if everything is okay. All
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, the
Yes, sir.
first, good. So the first rule in IT networking. So when one user complain, that is not our issue. Okay, so troubleshooting step number 1 in the whole world today. Okay, when one user complain that his internet is not working or internet is slow, then it is not company network slow. Okay, the same way today I'm taking class. If one user is complaining that he's getting voice. Okay, so Rakesh is saying there is earthquake in Delhi. Okay, here also let's come after 2-3 minutes. हेलो, मुझे तो नहीं लगा यार, कोई पी के तो नहीं बैठे हो तुम? फीलिंग earthquake in India? Okay, okay. Maybe. Now it is stable, right? Okay. So when one user complain that his internet issue, so it is not like our issue. So when a lot of people complain, then it might be our issue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's create a diagram. So what happens in company network? Okay, so these are the router models. Okay, so we can take a router here. Okay, so normally every company has this, like there are two routers in a company. Okay, then we have switches. Okay, like maybe in a company we have these switches, which are multi-layer. Okay, so these are multi-layer switches. I'll tell you the difference, don't worry. And in the company, then there are small switches. Okay, and then there are a lot of computers. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is like a company network. Okay, what I'm creating today. Okay, so as a network engineer, you have to understand these kind of networks. Okay, what all devices we have in the company network. So normally in all companies, we have these machines called users or called end devices. Okay. So this layer is called end devices. Okay. So where we put computers and there are servers also in the companies. Okay. Like multiple servers. Okay. And all these computers are connected with this cable. Okay. Today, I'm not showing you how to create this diagram. I'm just showing you what could be the design. Okay. So, so all these computers are connected with cables or wireless. Okay, like this. Okay, normally we have LAN ports under the table, right? If you go to any office, IT park, wherever. Okay, so all these machines are connected with cable or wireless also. Okay, so I'm showing you wire connection today. Maybe after that, I'll show you wireless. Okay, so this is my wired network and all these are connected together, right? So tell me in which workspace we are right now. Okay, and we are in the logical workspace. अभी हम कहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं? So today we are working on this logical workspace. Okay, where all the computers are connected with these switches and these switches are called access switches. Okay, which switches? These are, so the switches which connect with the computers. So normally they are called access switches. Okay, access layer, or we can say this is access layer and these are end devices. Okay, so these are end devices. So end devices like computer, server, printer. Okay, all these are end devices. So then all the devices connected with switches, they are called access switches. And these all switches will be connected further with multi-layer switches. But we will not have one cable. Okay, we will not have only one cable because if one cable goes down, all these computers will lost internet connection. So what we do, we use another connection which is going to multi-layer switch 1. So this is switch 1. Let's call this is switch 1. And these switches are called core switches or distribution. Let's call them core. Okay, core switch 1 and core switch 2. ठीक है, कैसा लगा इस बार शुरुआत? Good. It is a nice way to start the batch so that at least you know what you will be going to do in the batch. Okay, so then these switches are connected with the core switches. Don't worry. So I will tell you the difference, but this is the real world connectivity. Okay, this is the similar design 80-90% of companies are using. And some companies, maybe they are just having their own requirements. Okay, but mostly all companies have this requirement. Okay, and all the access switches are having two links which are going towards which layer? So this layer can have two names. If it is a big, if you have only one branch, then it is called core. switches. And if you have multiple offices, multiple buildings, then they are called distribution also. Okay, so आप इसको distribution भी बोल सकते हो. You can call this distribution switches, or also if it is a big company, you can call them core switches also. Okay, then the core or distribution switches then further connected with the router, and the router are called gateways. Okay, like gateway 1. So why we call the router gateways? Because they are exit point of LAN. Okay, what is this? So the whole network is called what? LAN network. Okay, so ये पूरा network क्या है? This whole network is called a LAN network. Okay, which consists of network devices, end devices, everything and all. Core versus Arun, don't worry, I'll tell you the difference. Just understand this first thing. So the difference between access switches, they are normal switches. They are not costly. Okay, they do not have too much security and throughput. Okay, so what is throughput? Throughput means less. Throughput means only maybe, suppose you take this model. Okay, like this is like 2950, suppose. Okay, which is very old series. Okay, we have taken this 2950 model. So maybe it has a speed, you can transfer maximum 1 Gbps speed data. Okay, that is called throughput. कि आप कितना data भेज सकते हो, how much data you can pass from the devices, that is called throughput. Okay, so the distribution and core switches have, because all that user traffic. So tell me on which switches we have load. So we have 5 devices, 10 devices, 20 devices. Okay, so do you think the access switches have a lot of load? No. So सबसे ज़्यादा load यहाँ पे कौन ले रहा है? Okay, the maximum number of load who is taking here. So if you see these switches, so only the computers are connected, so they do not have too much load. But if you see this, so this switches is actually having all the data, and all data is passing through these switches. So what we need here? We need high throughput. So that's why the main difference between these devices, they provide, obviously in terms of money, they are little costly. Okay, and high throughput. अब समझ आया throughput? Throughput means how much maximum bandwidth you can transfer from the distribution switches. So if your company is very rich, like Apple, they have a lot of money because you guys are going to buy phones, right? So if you work for that kind of company, maybe they are using the same model in their access also. Okay, so distribution or core mein koi so distribution core is just a name. Okay, but the devices which provide high throughput. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, so this is LAN network, and why router are called gateways? Because exit point of LAN is called gateway. What is gateway? Gateway, exit point of LAN network. Okay, bahar जाने का रास्ता, the gate. Okay, suppose you have a home, right, somewhere. Okay, so this is like your home, right? And there is a path and there is a gate over here. So you come from this gate, right? So home is your LAN network. If you go outside from the gate, okay, and you come from outside to inside, so the gate is like your gateway. Okay, so gateway is basically to go outside the network. That's why we call router is a gateway. Okay, so this gateway 1, this is gateway 2. Okay, so the routers are used there, and then further these devices. Okay, so ये router फिर क्या करते हैं? So these routers further connect with the 2 links. Okay, so let me create a network here. Okay, so consider, so there are some internet connections, internet 1, and maybe we have another internet. मैं तुम्हें इंडस्ट्री का ज्ञान दे रहा हूं अभी से ही. If you do not understand, that's okay. but because this is just an overview, but it is purely industry concept what I'm taking right now. Okay, so then we have private WAN connection, or they are also called MPLS technology or some kind of technologies. Okay, private WAN. So then we have private WAN 2. Okay, so we have one connection through internet, one connection to private WAN, which is MPLS. Then this router also connect with internet and with the private WAN. So what happens next? So because you do not have one branch, maybe you have a lot of branches, yes or no? Yeah. So your company network have multiple offices. So these offices, okay, so I'm making just copy. Okay, I'm just trying to copy paste here. Somewhere. Okay, maybe this is another network in another office. Okay, so these offices are also connected with these links. Okay, so it means they are also having connection with some of the ISPs. Sorry if I'm making this little annoying, but I will show you what exactly I'm trying to say. Okay, means this is like your Delhi, another branch office. So they are also using some internet connections. Okay, so maybe this is, okay, so let's call the internet name. Okay, so internet one is like by India famous ISP Airtel. I think from last 10 years, I'm marketing Airtel very well. They should pay me now. Okay, internet, and this is like Tata, right? Okay, so now the another office, maybe we are also taking from Airtel or Vodafone or something. So Airtel is ISP basically, if you don't know. Okay. And this MPLS connectivity, which is private WAN, that is also provided by. So like let's call this Airtel MPLS. Okay. And this is Tata MPLS. So MPLS is a technology which connect head offices, branch offices. Okay. So so today you just have to understand what is going on in the industry. Okay. Nothing else. So this is for internet connection. Okay. Internet is just for the websites. Okay. So normal internet traffic. Okay. So then in Tata, Airtel, okay. So they have their own offices also, right? So, so all these are going to the head office. Okay. So suppose there is a building. This is the Airtel building. Okay. So all the connections from Airtel, all Airtel MPLS connections coming to this head office. Okay. And this Airtel is also connected together. Okay. So now the Tata MPLS building also, maybe they have another. So this is like Tata office and all the Tata routers are connected in the Tata building, right? Or in the all the Tata offices. So what exactly I'm trying to show you here, that all the connectivity of your head office. Okay. So suppose this is your Delhi branch. If I zoom in out. Okay. So यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Let me show you. So suppose if this user, so let's try to understand. So if this computer want to access internet, how he will access internet? He will go to switch. Switch will forward to core switch. Core switch will forward to gateway 1 and gateway 1 forward to internet link. Okay, so this is internet. So when you use internet, this is the flow. But if this user want to go to another office, like this is Mumbai, okay, and this is Delhi office. So if Delhi users say that I want to go to Mumbai server, okay, so maybe there is a server or something in Mumbai. So कैसे जाएगा दिल्ली से मुंबई बंदा? Okay, how the traffic will flow from Delhi to Mumbai? So the same user will go from the core switch, but router will not forward to internet. Now router will forward to Airtel MPLS. MPLS traffic will go to Airtel building or okay, Airtel office. They have a lot of routers and all. Okay, which is like and Airtel is already connected with Mumbai. Mumbai and Delhi offices are connected because Airtel has their own network. So this network is called which network? ISP Airtel network. Okay, so then this Airtel MPLS go to Mumbai office to the user. So this is how all head offices and branch offices connect with each other. So every company has two connection. One is normally called internet connection and one is called MPLS connection. Okay, so if you go from branch of head office to branch traffic, so you use which connections? Private WAN. Okay, so MPLS, what I'm typing you here, what is MPLS? It is like a technology which is used to connect head office and branch offices. Okay, so this link is not a internet link. This is MPLS link. And let me tell you one major difference. Okay, suppose you open another office somewhere which is very small. Okay, that will become complex. I will give you more ideas, but this is the logic here, how the companies are connected together. Okay, so don't worry if you do not understand, but this is the flow. And let me show you the real designs now, because this is like my practical design. And let me show you a real production network design. Hopefully I have that. कहाँ गया? For me, slide not visible. So guys, you will be able to see my diagrams, right? Packet tracer, is it visible? देखना LAN network. Yeah. Somebody is saying no. Okay, then you can take leave for the day, guys, if anybody do not want to see. Microsoft. Okay. Yeah, how to open the VSD file? Just hold on. So there is a VSD file which I want to download. I think Visio Viewer. So I need to install, I think, this application, free Visio viewer or something. Okay. So it is a website. You can check the diagrams and all. Yeah, this is a little annoying, but it will not take much time. I think we should have that office.com. I think there we get. Yeah, done. Yeah. So I think now I'm able to open. Okay, let me show you the company design, which is called network diagram. Okay, so this is a production network design, kind of. It is not showing me the exactly. Let me. कुछ लोगों को गुस्सा आ रहा होगा मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, पर तुम्हारे ही फायदे के लिए कर रहा हूँ, मेरा क्या जा रहा है. ओके. So actually, in older computers, we had Internet Explorer, but this Windows 11 do not have Internet Explorer. Now we have Edge, and Edge do not support Visio files. That's why I have to use a third-party company, Lucid Chart, to open that Visio links. Okay. So this kind of, so yeah, it is there. Yeah. Okay. So now this is the same design what I have shown you today. Okay, तो ये company का design है. Okay, this is one of the company design. Okay, so you can see these are the access switches. Okay, so all these are access switches. Okay, and they have like 1 GB link. You can see 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB. Okay, and all these, suppose ground floor, first floor, all these are connected further with the advanced switches. Okay, so these are your core, and then the core routers are the core switch is connected with the routers, then one connection is going to the private WAN. Okay, and in further, so this is a private WAN design, and this is the whole design. Okay, so this is like a private WAN. Both the connection, like one router is going towards, ये देखो, कुछ नहीं है, simple है. It is very simple that all your computers, okay, all your computers will be connected with these switches. Okay, all your servers, printers, all connected with these switches. Okay, and then these switches are connected with these switches, core switches. Okay, core switches then connected with the router. Okay, and then the routers are connected further with the private WAN. Okay, you can see here. So this is a company. I think this is icon of AT&T. Okay, it is a ISP in USA, and this diagram is also for a US company. Okay, so this is AT&T, and this is what we call CenturyLink. Okay, so like we have Tata and Tata and Airtel in India. So these are US based ISP. So we have taken one connection from AT&T. Okay, two connection, which is coming in my gateway 1. So this is gateway 1 and this is gateway 2. Okay, so now the diagram maybe looks like very complex, but I'm sure you will be able to understand this diagram because now you know I have given you basic overview here that this is the design. Computers connect with access switches connect with distribution, but packet tracer looks like little what we call like it is like we are playing with the toys. Packet tracer is like that, right? So it is like fun to do the labs, but it is not actually real uh, based scenarios. But in real world, the diagrams are like this. Okay, so when the day you become a network engineer, so companies are not going to give you the packet tracers labs. Okay, start doing practicals. So their labs itself, even their diagrams are way complex to understand. Okay, but the basic remains the same. Okay, so that switches connect with core switches connect with the routers, then the routers connect with the private WAN or the internet links. Okay, so this is now so this is every branch has this type of network. Now let me show you the bigger version of this, which is like of this. आमिर बैठ के पढ़ ले, मैं भी लेट के पढ़ा लूं। और भाइयों क्या हाल है? Okay, so let me show you now the big diagram which I was trying to create, but in Packet Tracer it is very so in today class we just understood about the company networks. Okay, so that you will be motivated that one day you will be able to manage the whole company networks. Okay, it is not like you just started a course but you do not know the outcome, because if you know your outcomes you will be more motivated to study, right? So यही logic था इस class का. Okay, now this is the, now just understand every branch is like this. All clear, raise hand. If you know one company LAN network, so how many devices we have? Switches, routers, right? Good. So now let me show you the WAN design. So now all these, now suppose all the branch offices like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. So we have a lot of branches and these all icons are of those branches. Okay, so now understand all these are the routers of those branches. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. All these are my Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Nagpur, Jodhpur, Jaipur. सब पूरे हैं यहाँ पे. Okay, all big. So this is like a US based company. I told you, like this is like Stockton, CA, okay, Lexington, Philadelphia, New York. Okay, so Modesto, Latrobe, St. Louis. Okay, all these are the offices. Okay, so all these offices, because every office has a link from, so every router has a link with two ISP. So one is called, I told you what, AT&T, and one is CenturyLink. It means all my offices are connected with the AT&T and CenturyLink, and this is the same. This is LAN design. Okay, ये भी जो आप देख रहे हो. So this is a LAN network design. Okay, what is WAN design now? What is WAN? That is WAN. This is WAN. So because all my branches, all because we have two routers, right? That's why it is like two routers icon. So one link is going to AT&T, okay, and one link is going to CenturyLink, right? So suppose this is Delhi branch. So Delhi branch is connected with AT&T also, and second router is connected with CenturyLink. This is like Mumbai. Mumbai also connected with AT&T and CenturyLink. Okay. Kolkata also. Every city has 2 connection from the ISP. Okay. So these are basically ISPs and they are connecting your offices and all. Okay. And what further? Then these offices have a data center. So you have a big company. So you store all your servers here in data center. Okay. Means all your branch offices, all your head offices, where they are connected. So जितने भी आपके head office हैं, all the head offices, all the branch offices, okay. So they are connected with the data centers. Okay, they are connected with the data centers. So data center is basically where you have servers, okay, like your email server, file server. Okay, all the servers of your company are in the data center. Okay, so data centers are also connected with the ISP. Okay, data center connection is also going to AT&T and CenturyLink. So I want to ask you, do you see internet connection here, guys? क्या आपको यहाँ पे इंटरनेट दिख रहा है? Do you see internet? No, because these are my private WAN. Then where is internet? How we access Facebook, Google, all these websites? So now imagine if you have 100 offices, do you think we need 100 internet connections? If all 100 branches are connected together, don't you think we can take some like 1 or 2 connection and in all 100 branches we can use internet from there? बोरिंग है क्या क्लास आज की? Okay, so these are data centers, and in the data centers, like you can see, we have internet connections there. Okay, so here we got internet. So consider we have taken 1 GB internet line, or maybe more than that. Okay, or maybe 10 GB links. Okay, from internet, because all my offices are connected with these data centers. Okay, so this is internet. Okay, and there is a firewall because nobody can attack in my company. So there is an attacker here, cute attacker. So he can't come inside my company because there is a firewall. Okay, you can't enter into my backup data center, because if one data center fail, your all 100 branch offices will lose internet connection. That's why we have another backup data center also, where we put backups of our servers. Okay, and we have similar type of firewall, and the companies can use this thing also. Okay, so now you consider, if any user say here in the LAN network, how he will go. Suppose there is a user. Okay, this is your laptop, and you type here, I want to go to google.com. Okay, google.com. So your traffic will go to access switch, then to core switch, then okay, so means I hope you understand, right? Ye laptop hai hamara. So this is laptop. Traffic will go to the access, to distribution, then router, and maybe we will forward the traffic to this AT&T. And if let me come over here, then AT&T, suppose this is the routers from where our traffic yehi wohi hai. So the switches, computer is here. So computer, switches, router, then traffic is going to AT&T. Okay, and then AT&T traffic is further going to this data center. Then from the data center, the traffic is going to the internet. This is the real flow of a company network. Are you getting my point? मुश्किल है ना वहां तक जाना. So in this journey, so how we will go, how we will reach this internet, this is the course all about. Okay, there are a lot of technologies involved in it. Okay, so during this CCNA CCNP course, what all of you joined, okay, so now you will be able to understand the LAN networks. You will be able to do this in like up to CCNA level, we understand this. Okay. If you only join, suppose, because this is my combo batch, but in suppose, if you only join CCNA, maybe you will understand this network, but not fully. Okay. So agar aap sirf CCNA lete, if you only take CCNA, so maybe 50-60% of LAN network technologies you will understand. Okay. According to the new syllabus of Cisco. And that's why I do not take CCNA batches now. Okay. Because I do not believe in 50%. Okay. So at least an core or an RC is required to understand the flow. Okay. And that's why we will be understanding a lot of technologies like VLANs, because in the company diagram, you can see VLAN. So we have to learn VLANs. Okay. Like we have student department. Okay. So this is a student department where all students are sitting. Okay. Maybe this is my teacher department. Okay. Maybe consider this is a university, or let's suppose this is a company. So let's call this a marketing team, and this is a research team. So marketing team, research team. So their data is going to, there is a server in marketing team. So the marketing team only access that marketing server. So some kind of security, all those things we will be understanding. Okay. But we need to understand the network basics. Okay. So network basics are important. And this is where you need to understand about the network diagrams. Okay. So that you understand why these devices are here. Okay. So let's search on Google. Okay, so write LAN network diagram. Okay, so we will check almost 4 or 5 images and try to understand a LAN network. Okay, so corporate LAN network, because corporate LAN network क्या होता है? Okay, so let's open this and start from here. Okay, आज तो तुम्हें डिजाइन समझा के रहूंगा मैं. If you do not understand the class till now, don't worry. You have the recording. You can watch that again and again. And this video will be important even after your batch. Okay, even if you complete the batch and try to understand, still this will be important. Okay, so because today we have understood the corporate diagrams. Okay, or corporate network. So now consider this is very small network, guys. This is not a kind of good network, but still for beginners, you are okay to understand. So what are computers, desktop PC? Okay, so computers are connected with the switch. Then server is also connected with the switch, right? Then workstation is also computer or server. It's like a workstation, you can call them, where we, it's like kind of a server only, work group or workstation. Okay, पता नहीं क्यों डाल दिया ये फालतू का यहाँ पे. Okay, but now we have a Wi-Fi. Okay, and then Wi-Fi like mobile, laptop, smartphone. लगता है किसी कॉलेज के बच्चे ने बनाया डायग्राम. ये नहीं है कोई डायग्राम है, पता नहीं. देखो इंटरनेट पे हर चीज भी सोना नहीं होती. I can understand the designs. That's why I'm saying we need to see the real exact good design. All rubbish. See, Google पे मैंने क्या लिखा? Corporate LAN diagram, and trust me, the first 100 images are not accurate. Because I can see mostly all the designs are very old. Yeah, this is better. Because what you learn, what you get. Right? How many of you believe that? जो सीखोगे वही पाओगे, बोओगे, क्या बोलते हैं उसे? Okay, so I'm again in the notes. So that diagram is not good. So after checking almost 50-70 diagrams, I came to know this. This is very blurry. Okay, it is not my screen, it is the photo which is blur. Okay, but again, this is better than other diagrams. So we have internet, we have a router. Okay, so these are again access switches. You can see these all are end devices. Okay, so what are all these end devices? Okay, what all these are access switches? Okay, which are access switches. Okay, what is homework for today? You guys have to create your own diagram, what you understand. Okay, try to create your own imagination and try to create your own company design. Imagine you will become CEO of one company one day and how you will design your company network, right? 100 users होने चाहिए आपकी कंपनी में, okay? So you can have 100 users in one branch, and if you want, you can have around 3 to 4 offices diagram, okay? I want all of you to create 4 branch office and head office, means one branch, one head office, 4 branch office, okay? And try to create a diagram. Let me see how you understand, okay? I will tell you how to create a diagram, don't worry. Okay, then you have distribution switches. So distribution switches is basically the same I told you, distribution or core, okay? Because I told you in big companies, distribution switches are also sometimes called core, but in a big company, distribution switches are connected then with the core switch. So you can see there is a access switch distribution and there is a core switch here also, which is connected with a firewall, and then firewall is connected to router, and then router connected to internet. Okay. And then this is a network attached storage like hard drive. Okay. Hard drives or storage. This is wireless controller to manage Wi-Fi in the company network. This is Wi-Fi server, you can say. You can manage all your company Wi-Fi from here, wireless controller. And there are some servers over here, computer servers, okay, which are connected with directly core switch, because core switches are powerful. And then there is a telephony server, because these people in your company, they are going to call also. Yeah, maybe to the customers, maybe to the businesses. So whenever they call, so the call will go from the switches to the IP telephony server, means a server which manages phone numbers in the company. Okay. So Cisco has a software which is called CUCM, which I will explain maybe in further classes. Cisco Unified Call Manager. Okay. So then it can go to PSTN lines, which is public switch telephone network, PRI, primary rate interface lines and all, which is very old techniques. Okay. But this is a good design. If you understand this 50-60% still okay. Because I do not expect 100% from my students in the first classes. Okay. At least by after the batch, at least you will able to understand, because you have to see all these things again and again. Okay. So let's see one more diagram. What is this? Okay. No, it's not. Okay. This is very old content, guys. Okay. People start batches from here. I hope you understand, right? That, okay, let's learn topologies. Normally people start day 1 classes from here. Okay. But it is of, my connection is slow maybe, or my software is not working. Okay. So see this. So when two computers connect with each other, that is point to point topology. Topology means diagram. Okay. So there was a bus topology, which we do not use nowadays. So ring topology. So where computers are connected with each other. Okay. One user send data one at a time. Okay. So one computer can send data one at a time. Okay. Then the token will go to the second computer. Then the second will. This is also very old technology, which is almost gone. That is made by IBM. Okay. Then we star. So star is basically when you connect the computers with switches. So this type of design is already called star. Okay. So star means when you connect switches, when you connect computers with switches, that is called star topology. Okay. Then the tree. So tree is basically again like multiple switches are connected together. Okay. So it is like this. Okay. Then switches connected further. Okay. Then computers are connected further like this. So this is like the star and tree combination. Okay, star and tree. Star basically, star का मतलब ही यही है, जब switch लग जाए तो star topology है. Whenever you add a switch, that means switch topology, star topology. Point to point, when you connect two computers together, that is point to point. Bus topology, it was a very old technology where one cable is used for all computers. But the problem with this, if one cable goes down, whole company network is down. We do not use bus, we do not use ring in the LAN networks. Star is used because when you connect the computers with switches, that diagram is called star diagram. Okay, so diagram is itself called topology. So there is a technical name in networking. Diagram को हम topology बोलते हैं. Okay, so diagrams are called topology. Okay, so tree, then mesh is also not used because you can't connect a lot of computers with each other. Because if you want to connect 5 computers, okay, so do you think 5 computers, we connect a 5 LAN cables with all computers? Is it good? No, because it is going to cost a lot, right? Because we need a lot of Ethernet cards in the laptop computers. So mesh is also not used. Okay, hybrid means mixture of different designs is called hybrid. So 90% of your companies or more than that is all uses switches, right? We do not use ring, we do not use bus. Okay, it is all rubbish. Just focus on star. Okay, even do not focus on topologies. If somebody asks you, then it is okay for the theory part, but practical point of view, because this batch is all based on real industry concepts. Okay, so this is why I'm telling you star and point to point. What we use in real world, star and point to point. So ring is used, but not in LAN networks. So ring is used in routers, like you connect multiple routers in a ring, and that is called ISP ring network, which is, if anybody is from telecom, they understand. Okay, so ring networks are used in ISP, means computers are not connected in a ring, routers are connected, which I will explain later on. But you need to focus only on point to point and the star. Rest others are just bookish knowledge. Okay, so that's your choice. You want to read or spend a whole your day on it. Okay, just have a look. At least if somebody asks you bus topology, you can say that it is like very old technology. We use one cable for all computers, which is not used nowadays. Okay. Mesh is very costly technology because we have to use a lot of LAN cables together. Hybrid is like mixture of all. So basically, mostly people use star topology. Okay, that is one of the way to understand. This is the similar design what I have already shown you. And this is like, let me add a picture so that you understand. So all these pictures I'm adding in your notes so that you try to focus and read. Okay. So again, I'm telling you, if you're a beginner, you will not understand completely today. It is like a very big journey. That's why the batch is going to take 4 to 5 months. Okay, because I need to put a lot of efforts in creating content. But at least you should also create efforts to learn. Yeah. मैं तो बेस्ट बना दूंगा इस बैच को, तुम्हें देखना है तुम्हें कैसे पढ़ना है. ओके, I will make sure that I will deliver my 100%. Okay, so now questions time. You guys can ask question one by one, and I only try to take questions from the people who turn on their cameras. So just raise hand, I will unmute you one by one. First come, first basis. ये बैच घबरा रहा है क्या मेरे से? कोई रोइज ही नहीं कर रहा है हैंड यार। सतीश, हाय सतीश।
Hi, sir. Good evening.
गुड
Uh,
इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग।
I just one question about the network topology. So
हम्म।
basically, there is a some no not this one, sir.
हाँ हाँ।
हाँ,
लैन
basic
डिजाइन।
हाँ land design.
हाँ हाँ।
हाँ. So basically, ground side access switch, then distribution switch, then we can what type of the device we can use. This is a firewall, yeah, a router. Basically, what type are
Got it. Firewall you need where you have internet. So this is all going in your private connection. Suppose in
okay.
case if you have internet connection, you have only one office, then instead of router, you can have a firewall. But a firewall, if you are taking a good firewall in the market today, suppose you take a firewall like FortiGate firewall. Okay. So FortiGate firewall have nowadays their firewalls, they have routing capability. Okay, if you buy this type of hardware, Fortinet, which is a good firewall in the market today. So if you buy their firewalls, so maybe you do not need a router and you can directly connect to your internet like this. Let me FortiGate network design. तो कंपनी तो ये बोलती है, देख लो। Yeah. So this is like because nowadays the firewalls are also very powerful and they can have okay, so you can see this is all your LAN computers going to the switch, and then switches are further connected with two firewall, because if one fails, still okay, so you can see still there is a external router. Okay, so external router passing the traffic to the switches, okay, and then it is going to the firewalls. Okay, means we can have inside. So that's what I'm saying. You need to understand routing switching perfectly so that even at least you need CCNA knowledge so that you can start firewalls. Okay, because without router switches you can't configure firewalls properly. This is enterprise design from Fortinet website. ये भी एक डिजाइन है. Very poor image. Now it is okay. Okay, so we try to understand. Okay, पेन कहाँ गया यार? Somebody stole my pen. Yeah, got it. कई बार दिखता ही नहीं. Okay, so this is public internet. Okay, then there is a, you can see public internet is, this is one branch. Okay, so this is another branch, international branch office, you can see. Okay, so then, so this is maybe, yeah, campus backbone. So you can see there is one building over here. Okay, so this is our warehouse where we have firewall. Okay, WAN connection, and you can see there are computers, and to connect all computers we have switches and all, and there is a firewall over here, and firewall is connected to a router. Then all routers are connected together. Means before any LAN network they have added firewalls so that your company is protected from attacks. Okay, you have a servers also, DNS, email, corporate, still they are behind the firewall. Okay, means it is like what we call secure enterprise networks. So where we can always add firewalls in the company network. Okay, तो ये एक बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल है. Try to understand this also. Okay, so you can see there are multiple offices. Okay, so consider this is one building, this is another building, this is another building, this is another, right? So they all are connected with the wide area network, means they are all connected with the internet. It is just a explanation that all the offices are connected together. Okay, I hope you understand now. Yeah, any other question, guys? How to ask? This is how you have to raise the hand, not with the Zoom. Yeah, bros. You can unmute
Yeah,
now.
yes, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The network topology you had shown earlier had
Uh-huh.
the WLC
Uh-huh.
connecting, but it was connecting via another line to the switch.
This
Yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The wireless controller, it's not connected directly to the core switch. Is that the normal connectivity?
Yeah, because why it is added to a core switch? Because the wireless controller also have a lot of bandwidth consumption, right? It is just a controller. Maybe you need to just safeguard all the devices together. That's why core switch has a gigaports. Okay, just to have like maybe this company design is maybe old. So maybe in the core switch you have 1 GB port and these are like not 1 GB, they are like 100 MB links. Suppose. Okay, let's consider. Okay, just it is okay. You can have wireless controller in the core switch or you can add with the distribution. That's your choice. Just it should be in the network. That totally depends on the company to company. If I have extra ports available on the core switch, I will add my controller in the core switch only. And second thing, maybe all these switches are not in my building. Maybe this is building 1, this is building 2, this is building 3. But I'm keeping my all important devices in this building, which is like maybe my server room. Right? Maybe this is in my building 1, building 2, building 3. And this all important devices I'm keeping in the server room. Are you getting my point? I hope you have seen when you go to the banks. Okay, so somewhere down the line, you will see they have some switches on the top and there are some CCTV camera storage and all, right? I hope you guys have seen that, right? Not, then go to ATM today, ATM machines, and try to find that boxes and try to get for you for one practice. Okay. Yeah, bros, clear?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Baldeep, की हाल आ?
Hi sir, good evening.
हाँ जी,
Uh,
आवाज नहीं आ रही, तेज
Hello.
बोलो. Yeah, tell me.
Hi sir, good evening. Sir, I have a question regarding the previous diagram. Can we switch to the previous diagram?
Previous diagram, the firewall one.
That ISP, ATI and Century.
Yeah,
Second,
got LAN network. Yeah.
no, not this one. This second one, yeah, that upper.
Yeah. Hmm.
Sir, actually, I want to understand what is the difference between this ISP and the internet. As far to my best knowledge, ISPs are also they are only providing the internet to us. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can call internet is just a general term. Like I say, Baldeep. Okay, Baldeep is you, right? Or but we all are humans. Okay, so try to understand my bad example. So internet is a general term, but when we say ISP, it is like a specific name who is providing the services. That is ISP, Internet Service Provider.
but sir, why we are differentiating the internet and ISP? I mean,
Who is
logically, they are
because
same.
ISP gives you both two things. From ISP, you can take the private WAN, and also from ISP, you can take public WAN. Are you getting my point? So ISP do not provide only private WAN. ISP also provide public WAN. So what is private WAN? So when all your branch offices are connected like this, so they are not connected with internet, they are connected with private links, which is costly. Okay, but reliable and secure. So tell me, you are going to use, if you are a good company, you need security, you need reliability. Yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
So that's why all my branch offices, I'm going to buy the private connections, and these ISPs are connected my all my branch offices together, and all branch offices then connected with the data center. And if I need internet connection, I have already taken internet connection in the back data center. If this user sitting over here somewhere, so he can access the internet with the data center to internet like this.
Okay,
Got it now?
getting the point.
Huh. But what if now my question too, because there is a policy in my batches. So when you ask question, I will also ask you question. My old batch already know this. Okay, now tell me. So if my internet connection, if I lose my internet connection, so this Delhi and Mumbai branch can talk to each other or not? Yes, Baldeep.
It will talk because the ISP, the private link will be there.
Yes, because they will talk with the flow of like this.
Okay. It's provide a connectivity.
Yeah, because these are like our personal roads, understand? Okay, so always consider cables are your traffic roads. Yes, Vivek, I'll come to you, don't worry. Okay. Sometimes I feel like you are from Congress. You are just keeping the race. Okay. Okay, so consider all your Delhi, Mumbai is like your road. You have private road. You can go from Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to Delhi. That's your personal road now. Okay. Got it?
Yeah,
That's the
got
thing.
thank you.
Good question. I hope some other guys also cleared their doubts. Yes, Vivek.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, my question is related to firewall, sir. Uh, as sir, you told that some firewalls are coming with switching or routing features.
Yeah.
So, is it ideally correct or good, sir? Can we bypass router and core switches and directly terminate the lines on firewall?
It's not, see, always there are some thing which we are not able to do in the firewalls. Okay. So something. Okay. And also firewalls are not very what we call cheap. They are very costly, even costly than routers. Okay. For example, let me give you one example. Okay. If you go to Amazon, okay, and if you buy normal VPN router, okay, if I go and take a normal VPN router, okay, for a small business, you can get a normal router for a small business in 7,000 rupees also. Okay. Means this is not a Cisco router. I'm just comparing the prices. This is the base model of a good router in the market today. Okay. You can load balance. It is like 1 Gbps. It is a VPN router. What is VPN? You can connect to your one or like 5 to 7 branches. So you can have, like, if you have 5 offices, you can buy these 5 switch routers. And if you know VPN and all, you can connect to 5 offices over the internet. You do not need private WAN. But if you take private WAN and all, okay, so 1 GB maybe is very low for your company for private connectivity traffic. Okay, so I'm just showing you the base model. We'll talk about the industry devices. Okay, as of now, for a beginner point of view, VPN router is around 7,000 rupees. Okay, but if you take a firewall, which is like 48 firewall, okay, so that comes around normally 1 lakh plus. Okay, this is the starting range. This is the base model of a firewall. Okay, those who do not know, this is like $100. The router is like $100 approx. And this is almost like $1,200, $1,300. It is like 10x, 12x more costly. And these are 10 gigaports. Okay. So definitely you can see there are ports. It is like a switch also. You can add a server and all. But somewhere down the line, you need to compare also what features we are getting here. Okay. If you see the model here, you can search on Google and we can see if this model is capable of handling. So every network device has a manual that is called data sheet. Okay. If you become a network engineer, all of you, then we need to understand the data sheets. So what is data sheet? The technical specifications of a device. Like suppose you buy a car, you know this is like 1200 cc engine. It will give you average like this, or be what we call lot of things, right? So a 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder. So the same way. So FortiGate firewall, like you, once you have good knowledge, you will understand, okay, we have capacity of forwarding 1.5 GB speed. Okay, you can manage the company network with some GUI, web security is there, content security is there. Okay. So then it has a chip inside, like processor, which is FortiGate chip. Okay, which is used for VPNs. Okay, it has a lot of other technologies, SD-WAN functionality. Okay, so this is all the hardware functionality, all these things, and these are the models. Then we all have to compare. Okay, which model is good for my company? The 61F. Okay, like the same model like in cars. Okay, you want base model. Okay, if you need a good music system, maybe you come to upper level, or then further if you need alloys. The means in India, normally this is how the cars are sold. They have a lot of models. They keep deducting this. Okay, so you can see all these are sessions, how many TCP connections the router can make, SSL, virtual domains and all. Okay, it is a very good thing. Okay, and if we talk about routing or something, it is not mentioned. Maybe it do not provide, maybe. But in a base model also it start doing it. Okay, but yes, there are a lot of differences, because if you compare this, I told you it can process almost, it is already written over here, it can process up to where is throughput? I have to search throughput. Yeah, so ये देखो, ये जो device है ना, this device can transfer up to 6 GB traffic, 10 to 6 GB traffic. Okay, and 10 GB बोल रहा है ना, तो 5 ही करेगा. Okay, if it is 10, it will give you 5 GB, because throughput is always bi-directional, upload and download both. Okay, so 5 GB capacity. But if in the, suppose if you go to now Cisco 92 or Cisco 4400 series router, which is like 5 to 6 lakhs starting range. Okay, तो ये 5-6 लाख से शुरू होते हैं, ये लिखा भी यहाँ पे. Okay, it is like starting from 5 to 6 lakhs. Good router. Okay, very powerful router. And if you go to the data sheet of this router, okay, again we have to search for that word throughput. Okay, okay, अब मॉडल के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, depends on model. So you can see if you go for this 4461, it can give you throughput of 1.5 GB. If you take a good license, it can give you 7 GB of throughput. Okay, but whereas the other, okay, but Cisco, always why companies are reliable? Okay, because Cisco products are more reliable. It is not that Fortinet is not giving competition to the Cisco. So definitely, but firewalls are okay, but you can't run BGP, full BGP tables on these devices. That's the big difference. If your company runs BGP, then you need a router. You can't run firewall and run BGP, the full BGP table. This is the biggest thing. Okay, it is like you are comparing car with Jeep. Okay, Thar is Thar, car is car. Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Got it.
थार की भी प्रमोशन कर दी मैंने. ओके, यस यस सपना, सपना.
Yes, Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, my question is that if we go that image which is about the WAN technology,
Uh-huh.
upper
This one?
yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
If a user under the downline
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
using the internet from the data center,
Uh-huh.
then it is possible that he will get the very slow internet.
No, private links you can take off like 1 GB, 2 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB.
Yes, but internet, I am talking about the internet.
Yeah, yeah. Internet is depends on these two links, na?
Okay.
Depends on the
But-
links.
But it will travel lots of through lots of the traffic.
Then if
So-
you just imagine you need to connect all your branch offices, head offices together, right?
Yes,
So that is your personal company recommendation. If you do not want to travel, you can have separate internet connections in different branches.
yes. So what is the recommendable?
Recommendable is always depend on the paisa.
That's right,
Okay, money.
right, sir.
I can't tell you if you have a lot of money, I will give you this solution only, which is right now here.
Okay,
Because
Travel
what I'll do, I will take this, like maybe 10 GB links.
yes,
Okay. And I will not take one link. Maybe I can take 2 links, 10
For
10
the
GB,
backup.
20 GB. Right.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I
sir.
can give them all branches. If I have 100 branches, I can
Yes.
give all of them, like I have a capacity of 40 GB internet. Okay. I can divide 40 GB into 100 and I can give around, like simply say, I'm giving to all my connections like 5 GB link. I can, okay. So these links which are connected to your AT&T, so you can have around these links also 1 GB.
Right, sir.
So all of your offices are capable of forwarding 1 GB speed, and these offices are already having a capacity of 40 Gbps traffic. So if link are reliable, if your devices are reliable, and if you
Yes.
are a reliable engineer, then everything is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Got it. And
Sorry
another
about
thing
my
is,
jokes. Yeah.
and another thing is that, sir, if we need to install a firewall in our network,
Mhm.
then we can we remove the router?
No, 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 no. Router is router because we need to do routing. So firewall can't do all routing. It can do routing, but up to some limit. Okay.
Derive-
But
derive
routing,
some-
I have already given example. There is a very big protocol, BGP.
Yes, sir. Basically.
Okay. So some of the routers, some of the firewalls, normally 90% of the firewalls can't handle full BGP tables.
Okay.
Because they are handling the firewall
Security.
tables. Yeah, firewall tables. Okay, there are routing tables and there are firewall tables, which are called session tables. Okay,
Okay.
so you can't handle both of them because it takes a lot of RAM.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So therefore, we should install a external router also.
If your company is very small, then
Yes.
you can replace a router. But if you're a very big company, you can't replace a router
Okay.
because you need
Thank
to do routing and all. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
And firewall is mostly GUI. Routers are mostly CLI. Mostly. Any other questions, guys? Yes, Abhishek. You have to unmute from your end also.
Actually, I have a question with load balancer.
Mm-hmm.
In this topology, how we control the traffic?
Which traffic?
Sir, all centers are reporting to data center, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how we control the traffic from users to data center?
So traffic, see, consider, okay, I got your point, what you are trying to ask. Okay, so this is a very big highway. Okay, this is a
Mhm.
very big highway. And there are some small roads which are going to the small cities and villages.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how highway manages all traffic? Tell me.
One way or two way?
No. If it is a 8-lane highway,
Yes, sir.
so so suppose this is a small town which has like maybe 5,000 cars, or like maybe this is like 2,000, okay, or 300, 400. Okay, so these are small towns. There, all these are the cars, or what we call their vehicles. Okay, so these users are like they are daily commute users. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you think the 8-lane highway will be able to manage this traffic? Yes,
Yes, sir.
obviously. But if I make it, if it is not 8-lane, if it is only 2-lane, then
Then traffic होगा but चल जाएगा. Congestion, yes, sir.
congestion, traffic jam, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
why 8-lane is required?
Mm,
For
so 4 lane for up and 4 lane for down.
yeah, that's okay. But for smooth,
Smooth traffic, yes, sir.
yeah, for smooth traffic. I hope you got your answer now. So
Sir,
now when
from
it
where? Sir, from where? And why don't we need load balancer there?
load balancer is for server, bro.
Okay.
Okay. That what you are asking is not load balancer, that is van accelerators.
Okay.
Okay, that is not a load balancer, first of all.
Okay.
Okay, load balance is like that is balancing the load of like multiple connections. Okay, so that is got at a point that if it is 40 GB, now your question is, so this is like 40 GB or 20 GB, and this is also
Yes.
20 GB. So already these are national highways or big highways. So if a small
Okay.
traffic is going, then what is the problem? And also what you can do, you can divide this whole company to forward data from the first link. Okay, this is 20 GB. You
Yes,
can
sir.
send all your half company network from here. Okay, half company network from here. It is very easy what you are going to understand in this batch. Okay, and if this link goes down, so this all traffic will also go from this side.
Ac- Actually, I got that point. You were talking about tunneling,
Nahi yaar.
half and half.
So you are asking how to load balance the traffic. It is not required to have load balancer in the network.
Okay.
Okay, so suppose these are my offices. There are some routing policies also, if you heard about routing policies,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what we
Yes,
can
sir.
do, we can, all these companies have their network IP addresses,
Yes, sir.
and these offices also have IP addresses.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we can do, we can do some commands, we can do some configuration in this router, and we can say to this router, please always give priority and forward all the this A traffic to this router and B area traffic to this router. We can do
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, load balancer, all these things are not required here.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, so what you are talking about is another thing. When router is connected with multiple internet connections, like there is a company called Riverbed, and they have WAN optimization devices in the market. Okay, and like what you can do here, suppose you have multiple internet connections and all. Okay, so you want to combine those internet connections. Okay, that is used for WAN accelerators, but that is
Okay.
not every time it is required. Okay, we can do some optimization and we do not have to load balance the traffic.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
ये एक device आता है देखो, Riverbed. Okay, you can
Riverbed.
put all your WAN cables and it can, suppose if you have 4 links, 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, 1 GB, it
Yes,
can
sir.
create 4 GB of combo for you. Okay, but they
Okay,
are
sir.
called WAN accelerators and all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Load balancer is a different thing, which is used for servers normally, which is like F5. Okay, so F5 device, like you can put, okay, like there are some servers and you can add all servers with the F5 load balancer, and this load balancer. So suppose a client 1 will come and go to server 1, client 2 will go and to the server 2. So this is what we call load balancer. Are you getting my point now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Yes, Babu. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So you told me that MPLS used to connect the branch officers with the head officers, right? So people are nowadays using the site-to-site VPN with the firewalls. So what is the main difference? Which one is the better way to connect? I mean, is there
So
any?
for site-to-site VPN, so those who do not know, he's asking. So there, when we connect head office with branch offices over the internet, then we use this technology, which is site-to-site over the internet. Because if you have good money, you can always go for which technology? Private WAN, which I told you today. Yeah, clear? So
Okay,
private
but-
WAN is very reliable, but very costly. But if you do not have too much money in your company, you want to save, okay? So you can have branch offices, head offices, and over the internet, you can create a tunnel. What you were asking the previous guy. Okay, that is a VPN tunnel. Okay, and for the VPN tunnel, firewalls are always best because it will give you more security and nobody can attack your VPN tunnels and all. And also it can create a lot of tunnels also. Suppose you have a lot of branches, it can handle a lot of tunnels than routers. And it is more secure, it has more algorithms. Okay, overall, firewall is more capable of handling the site-to-site or remote site VPNs. Babu.
Okay, sir. What is the actually maximum sites we can connect with the VPN? Is there any
700, 1000, it can go
machine?
up to that also. You can go again here, na? You can go to FortiGate and you can see here VPNs. How many VPNs I can create? Okay, somewhere it is written over here only. Connections or something. Firewall latency 3.3 nanoseconds. VPN throughput. Client to gateway. Gateway to gateway means company to company. Gateway to gateway means 200 locations you can connect from this firewall. Like if you take 200 firewalls, you can connect 200 offices together. Babu.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it.
If you
Thank
take higher model, it can go up to 700, 1000, more than that also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thanks.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is regarding router, sir. Actually, I would like to know if there is a difference between a home router and an enterprise router.
What is the difference you are talking about?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if there is a difference, so how different is both of them?
So the first difference is like the security point of view and the throughput. The main important thing, the home router is not able to handle. If you connect, just ask your 20 friends to come your home and connect with Wi-Fi, and then ask your router, what is your health?
Okay.
Right? So basically that device has very small processor, which is like, which is not capable of handling too much processes. It is like computer. It's like Celeron computer with i9 processor. So there is a very difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, if I go to Amazon and if I buy a normal laptop, okay, like i3. Okay, so i3 laptop you can, or i3 processor you may get in like $500, around 33,000 in India, which is $500. But if you go to the latest device i9 and or something, it is like 3x 10x costly.
Yes,
The
sir.
same way.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have no, I think I was showing you something. Yeah, I was just showing you the. Okay, so that's the difference. And And that I was showing you here also to the Farooq, that I was checking you in the data sheet. It is like 200. In this sheet, you can see 200 site to gateway IPsec tunnels. That time my screen was not shared maybe.
All right.
Okay, so the biggest difference between normal home router, what I told you,
Yes, sir.
it's nobody will support you, brother. First of all, if you take this 7,000, you can't call anywhere and ask for the help. Okay, because when you buy the Cisco devices, they come with Cisco support licensing also. Okay, which is like contract. Okay, which is called contract. So there is a contract checker. If your contract is going on, if you get any problem within 2-3 hours, they will change your product. They will change your routers. If you are in a good city, if you are in remote area, it will take 1 day, 2 days, and they will change your devices. That is the biggest difference, because companies can't lose their connectivity.
Right, sir. Yeah.
We can't take risk. Suppose we are a very very big IT company, and if we have only 2 routers and your one router failed,
Yeah.
so yeah, now you are on risk, because now your whole company is running on one router. So you need a quick service, right? You can't send a router and wait for 30 days to change.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Cisco and home router.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Even not home router, even if it is a small office, business office, it's all about service.
Right, right, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Any other doubt, guys? Yeah. Bandaru.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, yeah, my actual doubt is regarding about the packet tracer, sir. In the packet tracer, on the workspace, we have the 2 modules. The one is the logical and next one is the physical. We works on the logical workspace. What is meant by the physical workspace, sir?
Physical, I will show you. Okay, tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Okay, tomorrow I'll show you how the server rooms look like. Okay, again, from the real perspective. Okay, you will be able to understand. So tomorrow I'll show you packet tracer inside view, what is going to be the server rooms like this.
Okay. And next thing is the logical workspace is only useful for the configuration of our
no,
networking devices,
for understanding that how the devices are connected. Because if I ask you, this is our server room, so do you able to think how the devices are connected together?
No, sir.
No, right? So that's why, why we need to understand which cable is going to which cable. That's why all companies have to create their network diagrams, and those diagrams are called logical diagrams. So physical view is like similar, like you are standing in the server room today. Okay, you see the devices, the cooling, everything, but you don't know the connectivity.
Yes, sir.
Then how you find the connectivity? You find the connectivity with the logical diagrams. So every company, they create their logical diagrams before implementing physical devices.
Okay.
Suppose a new location.
Suppose it's like a simulation, sir.
Yeah, packet tracer is a simulation, but there are a lot of softwares in the market we use. Like the very famous software in the market is, which is Visio. Okay, so Visio, we need to take licenses of Visio, and you can create good diagrams. You can always get trial versions, and then further, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Amit. Amit. Sorry, Antriksh. Universe.
Sir, difference between throughput and bandwidth.
Throughput and bandwidth. Bandwidth depends how much traffic is going per second. That is bandwidth.
Okay.
Okay, so suppose you take 1 Gbps internet connection. That is 1 GB internet connection is like your speed. that how much data per second you are transferring. Okay, suppose you are downloading a movie, okay, and you are saying I am getting 50 Mbps bandwidth. Okay, that is, but your cable throughput is 1 GB. But your cable is able to transfer 1 GB, but you are getting 50 Mbps bandwidth. Cable तो 1 GB भेज रहा है ना. So the cable throughput, your laptop throughput, your router throughput is 1 GB. But from ISP, you have taken only 50 MB internet connection.
Okay.
So your speed of connection is called bandwidth, and the maximum speed your cable, laptop, computer, server can forward, that is throughput. The maximum speed your computer is able to access internet, that is throughput. So now tell me, what is your laptop throughput?
So laptop throughput is 100 Mbps as of now.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, नया ले ले. Get a new one now. 100 Mbps is old now. वो. Yeah, Rajiv.
सर मैंने इस टॉपिक से थोड़ा सा हटके था.
हाँ हाँ बोलो, tell me.
Actually, अभी recently I gave the interview. Interviewer asked me to upgradation to switches. Actually, 3 switches in the stack. So, what is the process of the upgradation?
So they should have the same software, first of all. They should be in the same VLAN. Okay. Means process, what, how to put in a stack. This is what you are asking?
No, stack में है 3 switch stack है. उसको upgrade करना है, version upgrade करना है, OS version upgrade करना है.
हाँ, normally you go to the main core, because when you connect the switches with a stack, if anybody do not know, it is like, so earlier there are 4 or 5 switches. Okay. Now if you want to, because if understand like this, one switch on ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. If any user complain, you do not have to go on every floor every day, right? It is like you want to operate them as a one device. It is like you want to make all of them one. That is called stack. मतलब आप इनको bundle कर रहे हो. Okay, you are making the switches bundle. That is called stack technology. Okay, so now his question is how to what, Amit, Rajiv?
OS version upgrade.
So how to upgrade the software, like we upgrade mobile phones. So normally, because when you are in stack, you are one device, Rajiv.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you just simply go to the server and say copy TFTP and add in the flash memory and just reload the device. That's it.
Okay, मतलब वो single device में हम वो लगाएंगे, upgrade करेंगे, automatic वो सबको upgrade कर देगा.
Yeah, but if all the switches are of, you should be having the same series. Automatically, it will be upgraded.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if it is not, but it should be in the same VLANs. Okay, there are some parameters what you need to check. Okay, Cisco stack parameters. This is advanced question, but it's okay. Every question is a question. Okay, so you can, you should read here about a document that what you can see parameters, what are the important things we need to check. Okay. Can you repeat the difference between throughput and bandwidth? Okay, I will show you one picture. Throughput means maximum capacity, na? Okay, there is one big good example to understand bandwidth and throughput. Okay, so see what is bandwidth. Okay, so bandwidth is like 24 cars per second. Okay, so means maximum how much traffic or something. Okay, throughput is like 20 cars per second. Per 24 cars per second, throughput is like 20 car. Similar things he is saying. Okay. Let me check more. So you can see here bandwidth 10 cars per second, and throughput, like how much is of capacity. Okay. Throughput is simple way, like what is the maximum capacity what we are getting in the devices. See guys, we are together for next 4 or 5 months. I hope you have seen that this is the one of the best classes might be you have seen on internet, that we are covering a lot of doubts, right? Yes or no? Agree? And you also should understand that like all the doubts can't be cleared in one day. That's why the batch is of 4 or 5 months. So you can keep checking your with your doubts. You can also like check sometimes in Google also, because self-learning is little more important also. And I will also very soon create a chat group for all of you, so that you guys can do chit chat also. Okay. Clear? So I'm closing for the day. So meet you all tomorrow. Bye bye. ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ने का, नजर लग जाएगी. Okay. Bye. Notes link. Okay, just hold on. Okay, check your notes. I have already added in your My Portal the link of your notes. Okay. Check the day 1 video. It is already there. Bye guys. Take care.